I fought the times whom have won, raced towards vanilla creamed coral. I have dreamed the languages of say, tip-tapped untold, brewed ice easily. Watermelon, gelatin polished panes. I struck core, kniving the dead of wound. Pine cones, hazelnut flavored sanity. The savvy saying, as the saying goes, I willed it so. As for me and gladness, I ate the leaves of spinach in poverty. I have dried within fruit lying in sun, picking the blueberries. So weary was I. Then some grapes, the wine in somber, delirium, the sharp pink of shrimp. As I am
Off with my collective.
as the saying goes.
Going on, y'all? What is up? Shout out to my babies, guys. So excited to be with you all this evening for the collective episode. Welcome back on into Central OK Souls Tarot, where you have therefore been required to love yourself, mercy, sin, of course, never look back. This is your very own truly philosopher, psychic medium, and divine Miss Sunny. Very excited to be with you all tonight, this evening, guys. Been getting a couple of things done here in my office, and of course, I had to get on here with my babies. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me on a weekly and daily basis. Thank you all so much for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your super thanks, your hikes, and of course, we can't forget those beautiful, amazing comments each week, guys. We're able to connect and we are able to commune, certainly on a deeper level. If you are new here, welcome on in to our humble abode where love is surely unlimited. Guys, if you are new here, please do take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it when you all do. And of course, little honey bunches of votes that you guys would decide to stay here with me on a weekly and daily basis. Guys, we're going to get down on into what's happening when I'm seeing here, guys. We spoke all angels of life by being simply host and floors of divine works on behalf of my beautiful and my handsome collective out there who deserve nothing but the very best in life, and they shall receive it as long as they truly do believe. Also, eradicate all entities of evil that are attempting to distort or dismember this message. We come against you now, enemy. And not only do we remove you from consciousness, we also do erase you as the chart to the drawing board. And it is so that said the divine, give us the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help us divine, and of course lead us into an area of consciousness that is housed truly in you divine. Guys, so one of the first things I'm wanting to talk about, collective, is this exponential expounding of you, we shall say here. And this has to do with deep transformation, is what I'm seeing. And what I'm also seeing is this blossoming, also really being at one with yourself, and not just being at one with yourself, because there's one thing to be at one with yourself when you're talking of in the terms of identity, which that can also be very much so subjective, and very much so non-linear, when we are talking in terms of dimensional identity. As the reciprocity it takes an individual stance concerning the soul, and then they're completely different, or the other. We shall say when you are at one with your divine being, when you have answered the call, you have seen yourself in the identifiable invisible self phase, where you have now gotten beyond the healing phase and you are completely at one with yourself. Very striking, to say the least, we shall say, especially in terms of how people are perceiving you at this time. Because I am seeing this energy where there is this permeating injustice. And in conjunction to that is this ending, right? An ending to an energy of injustice, which means the access or the ability of others to permeate your energy, because this is diagonal to your star seed energy. Very interesting to me. When we are associating it to the injustice, which is external, when we're talking in terms of your aura and the energy that's trying to gain access. There is an ending to that. But in deep association and to the darkness of this is this energy of people wanting things to end for you, wanting to act out forms of injustice on you, confidence you. I mean, this is like almost in every area here, collective. Whether we're talking career, past or previous friendships, um, familial, relationships. There has been this energy where there have been people who have been very prideful, in the pursuit of overpowering you so that you would not be able to meet this goal of transformation, because there was a wheel of cycling that you had to go through. This had everything to do with now. You being completely self-aware, completely self dependent, self-reliant, um, very much so, focusing on, I really feel a lot of you are aligning your growth to your purpose, or aligning your growth to exactly what it is that you want to do, what you feel called to do, what you feel aligned with. That is very much so in alignment. And because of that, there are, like I say, these exponential opportunities coming your way here. I'm saying very prosperous, abundant time coming. Actually, it's here. You being very happy, also aligning with the right people, or the right people seeing you in your star energy. Right now could be a very, very great time to network. Whoever you are around, you are just radiating. And people are very fond of it. They see you as your full and complete self. And this is leading you to great opportunities, lucrative, um, walking into the best stability of your life at this point. Um, Now we move to love and relationships, romance. There does definitely appear to be something happening here, collective, as it pertains to someone loving you deeply, having a focus on you, being very emotional about you, and worried, stressed about you. But this is because, I mean, you're showing up in this Empress energy. You know, they're worried about what you're creating. They're worried about what you're birthing. They're worried about, you know, how far you're getting in life. This is like someone here peering into your world, or it's almost like it's their own imagination, you know, and what a wonderland it can be as it pertains to how they perceive or think about you here collective. Seeing you as someone here that continuously grows, and they're wondering, what are you doing? You know, what are you growing? They just know you're doing great, you know, and this is all because they're not, you are, in fact, moving on without them. Um, this is one of the people that I was talking about, and that egoic energy, you know, someone here who tried to overpower you, possibly trying to stop you, or, you know, barricade you, I mean, enclose you in, almost suffocate you here in order for you not to get away from them. This journey you were going on appears to be a journey that they were afraid they weren't going to be able to take with you. Or they just didn't want you to get there. Because remember, guys, this is getting back to this transformation that I'm talking about. And everything to do with your inner reality, the universe inside of you that's housing the light that is going to shine regardless of how you feel, right? Even in the past, that is who you are. It is your full and complete makeup. And we have to remember, guys, when we're going through the depths of wisdom, we would remember here in the very protocol of this is that the devil definitely can see light. And that's why it's almost seeming as though you have been a magnet to dark energy. This individual is someone here like that. And they really, at the core of this, someone here, this is somebody here who escaped you, right? And what we're going to take that as the very negative sense when we say that. They escaped you by the cause of one to another, right? Because this is someone here who was playing really a dangerous game, moved on from you, but never wanted you to move on, right? And this is actually somebody like really trying to do everything that they can do to stop you from moving on. And this is actually like somebody like, dang it, darn it, you know. Because this is somebody who did something here and it did the complete opposite effect of what they were trying to do. And that's because it was so crazy what they were doing. You know, effectively pushing you away here, to the point where you've gone completely silent on whoever this is. You're definitely blocking this energy. But they're going to be taking action here towards you. Even though something in them knows, they already know you're going to block them or not answer their phone call. They even feel that they know or are aware of the fact that this is not going to be moving forward, or they're not going to be able to move back in with you. Because I'm really getting something like that here. Because this is somebody who takes fast action, quick action, sporadic action. Especially when they need to work something out for themselves. Like when they're in some type of bind, and there's always apparently some third energy or something going on where, you know, when they're trying to appear to work something out with you, they're really only trying to go work something out with somebody else, right? Yes. Which is like the whole triangulation game thing, right? Because, well, if I work this out with you, or if I pretend like, you know, I'm trying to work this out or work with you, this is somebody who will even pivot to start trying to act like they're working on a common goal with you, or make you believe you should do something for them because of that, when really that's still just them working on you or working with you in order to work on someone else. This is this type of energy. So whenever they're trying to confidence you, they're doing it to try to confidence somebody else. And in order for them to do that, they got to go silent on this person while they're talking to you. So someone's, because it's very interesting when we move to the main energy here, guys, because someone is definitely strategizing over and over. You know, someone here, they're strategizing over and over. You know, and then they start thinking to themselves, well, you know, I should definitely lie to the collective. You know, about, you know, or over exaggerate, because we have temperance in the reverse to the 7 of swords. So whoever this is could be over exaggerating their circumstances, or, you know, lying about certain things here in order to get what they want from you. Also, someone could be, you know, coming in as if, you know, they are really being truthful with you. Because I'm really seeing that here, collective, like someone like that being the, because this is someone like really thinking about this, like I say, over and over and over again, coming up with this strategy and another. And they're like saying to themselves, well, you know what? I'm going to reach out to the collective with the intention, or we should say, subjective intentions, right? Because this is what they perceive as deeply hidden behind the lie or the mask. Because they're coming in saying, well, I know I have to. It's like they're convincing their own mind first, right? This is how well they're trying to come off with the lie when they come to you. So they're saying to themselves in their head, well, I know I have to tell the collective the truth, or come clean to the collective, confront the truth. Because this is somebody who does not do that. In order to get what I want from the collective. I know that if I come back that way, seemingly coming back correct, the collective would be more prone to hear me out, and then boom, you know, I'm going to get this Empress energy, you know, this nurturing, loving, because there's something about that, like this person really wanting that from you. Like, take care of me, you know, mother me. But like I say, back to this narrative here, and the main energy, they're coming in saying that, convincing themselves, I'm going to tell them what the, you know, the truth and come clean. But the undertone is that, you know, okay, but I still know that's not what I'm really doing, because I'm actually lying, right? Just to control it, right? Because this is someone here who wants to take control over the truth and over the lies, even though you know that they're the truth, right? Because this is someone still trying to escape the lies that they've told. So this is someone really trying to come up with an elaborate psychological scheme, right, guys? This is somebody really thinking this through. Because underneath that, like I say, they're still lying to you, and they're doing this in order to control the energy, right? Because they know you ultimately have the upper hand in this, right, guys? They have lost complete control over the energy at all. This is someone here who, you know, we won't even say have access. They're just non-existent in your energy plane. Because like I say, you definitely, you know, moving on very well without this person. You know, because they're gonna be, you know, I really, want us to be back together. I really want to commit. And they're doing this to get your attention, right? And also to, you know, ignite the fire again. Right? Ignite a fire up in you to get still to what they're wanting. But this is still all deception. As soon as someone gets your attention, that's what they're on. But like I say, when we get down here into the challenge, that's the main issue because they're soon to regret that, right? Because see, you're someone here who's deeply spiritual, deeply aligned. You have Hierophant to the Four of Wands, very powerful energy. You're going to immediately see the truth. Immediately. And so immediately they walk into regret due to the communication, due to them trying to fast overpower you, right? This is somebody still on the ego trip. Their ego is what's gonna land them right back here, right, guys? Until you rejecting them because you are showing up here as the Valet of Blades, very perceptive, very investigative here. And we're talking in the mind. You're somewhere here, very intelligent, sharp intelligence is what I'm receiving from that today. Sharp intelligence. This is not something here where somebody has to do a lot because you're reading them. And this is somewhere here, in their case, you're definitely going to be reading, right? This is not somebody here that you're going to talk to and be like, oh, glad to see you. Woo, what a great day. This is just not, this is somebody here who you're definitely going to be investigating anyway. So you're going to be reading everything they're saying, right down to the lips and how they're moving. I mean, and you're immediately going to walk away from somebody here you're going to reject someone's offer here or request, I should say, of working something out with you, working a relationship out with you. That's not going to happen. There you are once again, Four of Cups, rejecting this person, leaving them out in the cold. Because in your main energy, when I look at your energy here, collective, you are alone here, prospering alone, independent. Like I said, walking in your purpose here. You're not seeing anyone or interested. You're only interested in finding your people here who celebrate you. But like I say, you're not even going to have to find those people. They're just going to come to you here. Because like I say, there you are again, the Nine of Pentacles. And someone here is wanting your sacrifice, your willful. Because remember, guys, this is still getting back to this person wanting you to willfully sacrifice yourself to them, right? So this is how deceptive this really is, because this is what they're still trying to get down back to, right? When you were in this Empress energy, always worried about them. Because like I say, you've moved. That's also in this energy here, how they're feeling. They're feeling, with this large ego, my gosh, the collective really has like moved on from me. Like, what? Because there was a time here when you were worried about them, just their well-being with the Empress and the Knight of Swords. You were, even if it gets used to, if you weren't talking or you got into it, you were worried about this person and how they were doing, how they were feeling, how they were getting through. That is no more. Like, you worried, and also like being worried about them loving you. I mean, and this is actually really something here. Like, when you look at this energy, it's so cringy, when you even think about this. Like, somebody knowing that you wanted them to love you. You know, you thought this person was in love with you, loved you. You wanted them to love you, right? And they knew this, right? Or you wanted them to show you that they care, show you that they love you. And they know you wanted that, but they didn't give it, right? This was like their main, it's almost like black card access, right? You know, every time they wanted to hit, they just swipe that black card, right? Do something to you, you know, some ego trip, and then, you know, there you are, you know, oh, well, you know, do you love me? You know, somebody really was playing on that. And this is what they really can't stand, because this is how you really obliterated this narcissist here, or this evil person, guys. This is how you really obliterated them, because see, you really caught on to what somebody like really was trying to articulate and do, because this was like really like deep, sinister manipulation, right, guys? Somebody knows that you know that that's what they were doing to you. Like you caught on to that somebody was deliberately closing their heart off to you, even if they did love you, even if they did like you, right? Because somebody here definitely was all about ego, all about overpowering you, though. This is the main thing. Overpowering you. Because this is like somebody here, like if you wouldn't let them overtake you or let them overpower you, they will run to go get a third party or run to go be with that person. That's why they were doing it. This is like, you know, that type of energy here, collector, like, you know, say it's the guy, you know, now that with him, now you become a child somehow. Like, you know, they start telling you what you can say, what you can do, you know, submit to their every move and their every statement, right? So you now have become, you have shrinked as your own person, and you have now taken on the identity that this person had forced you to take, right? We're talking those type of like egotistical type of, right? That are really, you know, insecure, right? So they like to dump on women, right? You know, but that's the type of energy this person is, right? And unless you take it, right? Like, you know, y'all see, why did I think about this, you guys? Why did I just think about Dave Chappelle, y'all? Now y'all know I'm silly. When he come talk about, I want no poop on you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do want poop on you. This is that type of person, y'all, where unless you they're pooping on you or dishing out to you, that's that type of person. Like, not they don't see, don't see what you think would get them off, right? Is being able to access your energy, access your resources. You know, you give them everything they want or request, right? That's never going to be good enough, right? Because this is somebody here. What they really want is to see you crumble, right? On the inside, internal. This somebody here who really wanted to overpower you, right? Make you feel less than them, you know, dictate to you, you know, really break. And it just really proves that, you know, that this is somebody here who didn't want to see you in this star energy, right? They saw this about you, right? The star energy and the Queen of Pentacles, very business savvy here. This is somebody here who saw you progressing, right? Because you moved from the Nine of Pentacles to the Star to the Queen of Discs. Very powerful energy, right? That's someone here destined to progress, destined to make not just effort, but actually go the long haul. Like, this is somebody who saw this in you, right? Which is actually why they were with you, right? But they couldn't stand it, right? So they turn real ugly. Because this is somebody also tried to look like, they were some knight in shining armor, and then they turned really ugly here. They start seeing you and all these different layers, and then seeing you actually progress. No matter what they did, you continue to progress and move forward here. And this is somebody here who was continuously trying to overpower you and silence you. Right? They want to like mute you. Like almost like, you don't even have a voice. This is like somebody who could have been telling you to like shut up. Or like don't ask them questions. Or only they can talk. I mean, shout out to Jazz. What's going on, boo? Thank you. Thank you so much for joining the live, y'all. Oh. But yeah, guys, this is like, somebody here really wanted to silence you. Like mute your inner voice. It's like so you could never move on from them. Like they thought they got complete control over you. And really like it's ooh. I mean, guys, it's like it's deeper than like someone here like removing you from your spirit. This is somebody here who wanted to silence your inner you. Oh gosh, guys, I just feel this. It's just sick. Somebody wanted to silence the inner you, like the depths of you, like who you really are. They wanted to really penetrate that part, like really break you, like strip you of yourself. Because this is somebody who wears a heavy armor. Like they seem huge on the external, or they put on that type of image, like they are just nothing hurts them, nothing touches me, and on the inside they're so ugly, like on the inside. And that's what they hated about you, because you were so beautiful on the inside. And they were so ugly on the inside. It's very interesting. Yeah, because there's even like a green branch here. Like, you and this person's relationship, it's like they never wanted it to grow. It's almost like, ooh, they even set out to do it. They knew that you wanted to grow the relationship. You wanted to both of you all to grow, like, succeed together, grow together. And there's this big branch like in front of you and this person, stopping you from going forward. They didn't want that to happen. This is also somebody here who, like I said, are very ugly on the inside, but they're also very fearful on the inside. And it's also something that they can take or stomach, because you're not fearful on the inside. You're deeply intuitively progressive. A dreamer, a wanderer. Ultimately shooting for the stars. This is not somebody like that. This is somebody who is deeply, deeply ugly, fearful at the same time. Very interesting complex. They feel like they have to be ugly to get what they want. This is like somebody trying to get what they want out of you, regardless of whether you want to talk to them or not. They know you're not going to put up with their stuff. And see, that's their fear that they've lost, but they've long, I mean, long ago lost whatever control they thought they had, you know. And see, you know why this is like, oh my gosh, like somebody really clashing with reality. It's like their ego and their pride is clashing with reality. Because, like I say, someone definitely knows that this is not going to move forward. Like, even when they sit up and strategize over and over, they know that you're going to know the truth. You're going to see the truth. You're going to see that they're deceiving you or trying to deceive you in some way. You're going to know that this person is also off the rockers, or there's a chemical imbalance. Like, this is somebody, especially because Seven of Swords also still represents the mind, psychological states. And there's an imbalance in someone's psyche. You're going to see straight through that. Like, you're going to see, also diagonal to the Seven of Swords is the Ace of Swords. That's the Eight of Swords. That someone here really is cuckoo for crazy. You know that. I mean, and you don't even need another dose of them in order to see that. I mean, you know this. They know you know this. They may also, in this main energy, try to, or they're wanting, right, their family to be the one reach out to you, right? Or try to, you know, get in, you know, kind of, you know, gushy with you, you know, so they can start talking about the marriage or start talking about the relationship. So try to get, they're wanting to use their family in order to get your attention. That's their strategy. But they're also going to be aiding them in this lie, right? Or they've already discussed, you know, well, when you contact the collective, say this, you know. And I'm going to say the same thing. Like, once it all pans out, I'm going to say the same thing so we can have the same story. That type of thing going on. Let's take a look at the recent past. First, talk to me about the recent past for the collective. First, talk to me about the recent past for the collective at this time. Recent past for the collective. Also, collective, I forgot to say that. Some of you definitely, if you've been waiting on an offer or like a job offer or anything like that, you're definitely about to get it. And there definitely appeared to be somebody I saw that was trying to stop you from getting it. Or someone's going to be, well, first of all, someone's weighing themselves up against you. I didn't see that, right, guys? And there's also, like I said, this jealousy here that I'm seeing, and someone's going to feel like you didn't deserve to get it or they deserved it. But either way here, you're going to be getting something of someone trying to stop you from getting it. Because I see a group of people really liking you, like I say, or seeing your light, seeing your work. Like you're surrounded by some people. It almost could even be like you working with someone, or maybe the corporate office shows up, or a different department shows up or something. These people, like I say, are you being around people who really celebrate you. And it's gonna be like that, like as soon as they meet you, right? You being seen as you truly are, regardless of a reputation someone's trying to build or a narrative someone's trying to spin in order to stop you from moving forward. Oh my gosh, guys, all these devils, y'all. Ooh, Jesus. Somebody definitely have been trying to somebody definitely could, like in a recent past, you could have been wondering when was something gonna be over, or what's up with this? Because somebody definitely could have been trying to trigger you over and over, or trying to do you dirty over and over in the recent past here. This can have something to do with a family or career, a job, or someone competing for a position, or something we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the King of and the King of this. Somebody could have also been trying to get in the way of an opportunity. That's what I'm really saying here. Get in the way of an opportunity, stop you from getting an opportunity. Whoever it is, they're gonna have to end up apologizing for what they've done. Yeah, it's time for you to get something. This is almost the analogy of can't no devil in hell, right, guys? Because it's time for you to get something. It's time for your stability to be locked in. It's time for you to get this offer. It's time for you to get what you deserve. It's time. And this is confirmation that whoever is trying to block your blessing, they're not going to be able to do it. It is your time to get something. And somebody trying to stand in the way is nothing but the devil, guys. For real. It's your time. This system comes represents your divine alignment. It is time. And they're not going to be able to stop it. So, I mean, it's just crazy, guys. Talk to me about you waiting on something to be over, or wondering when it's going to be over. You got the Chariot. Yeah, when somebody's going to move on from a situation. Yeah. Or stop talking about something. Or stop picking at you. Because somebody definitely could have been, like I said, trying to move you out the way in order to line themselves up for an opportunity. Yeah. Talk to me about this devil energy. We got a lot of Capricorn energy here. Yeah, somebody definitely was washing your garment here. Somebody could have definitely been trying to cause some type of conflict here. I'm seeing two men here involved as well. Somebody could have also somebody definitely was working with people, trying to get other people on a bandwagon in order to hurt you or like victimize you in some way here. Yeah. We got Aries. We also have Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer. Yeah, somebody like was trying to get something to pop off here. Like for real. For real. Somebody went to somebody else in order to get them to go tell somebody else. Like somebody really was working some stuff. And they were taking actions here in order to have something said here. Yeah. Somebody was trying to get to something. Because see, here are these people I'm talking about here, collective, that come into the situation, right? Because it really like somebody trying to like build something up here in order to get something like you ousted or like get something to happen to you or get something either, like I say, trigger you in order to get you to say something to kind of like can yourself or something like that. But like I said, that didn't work. Like, because in come these people, like I said, to see you as there we go, the Empress. And then, like I said, it's Tower reverses. Yeah, this could definitely be at work, guys. Like the big boss comes and sees you. Immediately, like I say, someone here, they're going to end up looking bad. Because there we go, they're seeing you as the Empress here. Like somebody very skilled. You bring a lot to the table. And these people notice it right away. Like, because I don't know if people are aware of this or not, but real executive leadership, I mean, we're talking, especially people at the regional level, divisional, vice president, executive leadership, immediately they can see talent. Immediately. They don't need to, it immediately washes away whatever negative narratives, because people in those types of positions don't make decisions like that, right? They already know that they're going to, I walk into the office and, right, there could already be, right, gossip going around or narratives going around. But I want to see who can run this business, right? I'm looking for key metrics. And we're going to have to take a look at the human psychosis. And if you think executive leadership aren't looking at those things, when they walk into the office, you got to be joking, right? They don't care what Jessica said to Bobby, right? Or what Jessica's saying about Bobby. They're not looking at the group. They're going to look at all of those things themselves, and immediately they can see talent. Immediately. They already know they're a liar, right? If they come and say it. I've done this so many times, right, guys? Right? Because there's always somebody trying to spin a narrative. And they're, like I said, you're being seen as this Empress. Very probably like, and someone here, their status is going down. I'm saying. Party pooper. Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody being too overconfident or, also performance changing. Like somebody here, because they can't confidence a bunch of people, or like I say, do whatever they want or whatever. That's going to be seen here. Someone here is going to be seen for who they are. And this could definitely be at the workplace. Talk to me about the current energy. Because somebody also could be pissed off. Like, they're like secretly pissed off. Yeah, somebody definitely could have been trying to snake you on a job here, guys. Or snake you out of an opportunity. Ten of Swords, King of This in reverse. Yeah. Trying to get in your head in order to, somebody definitely could have been trying to get you to, like, make you uncomfortable enough to get you to leave. Or be double-minded in what you wanted to do. But they were unsuccessful, and it appears there's been too much time, right, in order for them to try to pull this off. And therein comes this entrance of other people that aren't normally there. Ace of Discs in the reverse. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there we go, guys. Somebody trying to block an opportunity for you. Somebody trying to stop you or block you from getting what you deserve. Ace of Discs in reverse. Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Goblets in reverse. And this is nothing but another demon, right, guys? King of Discs in the reverse. This is all what this is about. And the Ten of Swords once again, guys. High Priestess. Somebody really is a little snake here, guys. For real. Trying to stop you from moving forward. And they're going to hang themselves. Like I keep saying, there it is right there. We got a lot of Pisces energy. Someone here is going to be ending up on unfortunate circumstances, guys. They're going to be falling on their face here. Believe that, guys. Because someone's actively trying to stop you from getting what the universe is giving you, right? This is like what the universe is giving you. And someone's trying to stand in the way of that, and they have no idea what they're doing. They're actually, this is why you're not supposed to be carrying on like this, right, guys? Because let this be another example, right, guys, where people just think they're just living and breathing and doing what they want to do. All that whole time, the universe is still working, right? And people think that this is why you can just run around and do what you want to do and say what you want to do and say what you want to say and betray this person and that person and all that. Because like I said, that whole time the universe is working. And what happens is the betrayal meets the, crashes at the intersection where universal law is at play, right? And something is being manifested that the universe must manifest for someone. And you thought that you could crash into the universe, what, right? With your betrayal. See, that's where you lost it, right, guys? This is just like with this, right? Because, oh, well, this is someone who thinks they can get in the way of what you are about to receive. That's exactly what's going on here. But like I say, guys, Tower in the reverse. Because guess what? It's not going to happen because what? 3 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. You've been waiting. You've been on a journey to get to this 10 of Cups, right? Boom. Ace of Discs. What am I saying, guys? There is your opportunity. It is your time to get it. It is your time to get this. There's nothing this person can do to stop it. Like, oh, I just love this, guys. I mean, this is so good. I mean, shout out to Vutamu One. What's going on, Boo? Thank you so much for joining the live with me. Somebody trying to hold you back and nothing that they're doing, unfortunately for them, is going to hold you back. I mean, truly and honestly, guys, this that you're about to receive, it is due to you. Literally. We're talking like overdue. Queen of Goblets in reverse. Somebody is so jealous of your aura. Like, my gosh, guys. Which is why they want to hold you back, right? Yeah. Want to try to like fearmonger you. Get up in your head, right? Or, head bump with you. Like, be at odds with you. Like, yeah. You also have somebody right now in your energy, guys. Like I say, definitely could be this person that's still in love with you, but appears to be very emotional over you. Feeling very left out of the cold with you right now. because you have emotionally walked away from them and you're not interested in, well, first of all, going down the journey with them again. And also, they don't want you on this some new beginning here. They don't like that. Here you are again, guys. Empress, 3 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. Like, you have people really very, very impressed. Here, collective. Very impressed by you. Very, very much so. Oh my gosh, guys, the Star. Yeah. Well, that's why somebody's trying to cause the Tower, guys. Somebody's trying to, this is exactly what I said, the 6 of Cups and the Tower. Someone is trying to get in the way of what you are deserve here, guys. This is yours. This is what the universe is giving you. Yeah. There you are. I mean, this energy, guys, is just great. Like, people see you as a star. Like, you are going to be seen as amazing. And that's what I love about this. No matter what someone's trying to depict, because someone really is trying to, like, beguile other people into, like, getting you, you know, getting them to see you as less than what you're worth. Right, guys? Especially with the Ace of Goblets in the reverse. To all of this great, magnificent energy you're sitting in. Someone really trying to, like, diminish that, like, or make people see you as erratic, emotionally unstable, or, you know, really try to paint this picture about you. But they're not going to be able to, because you're going to be seen as amazing. Like, people celebrating you. You're very celebrated. Very much seen as a light, whatever you're doing, wherever you're working. You know, very self-sufficient, very impressive. What I do love, oh my gosh, guys, about this energy is you have the Aquarian energy here. Remarkable. Right, guys? Bringing life into everything here. Also, we get into the intellect of an Aquarian, right, guys? We're talking superpower, strength, mental capacity here, exponential agility in the mind, ability to really think outside of the box. One of the superpowers of Aquarius. Oh, you also have constellation of Virgo. Amazing here. Sitting at the 9 of Pentacles. Really being at a perfected state of self. I really love this, guys. You have perfected yourself. You've also, whatever your gifts are, you have been working in those, working to perfect that for a very long time. And you are really at the equilibrium here. And it is being seen. Definitely here. You being something, guys. Ace of Wands. Like I said, there we go, guys. Amidst this person showing up again with the Tower and the 6 of Cups, you getting to this here, crossing this finish line, getting to this Ace of Wands, amidst people trying to cause a Tower. And what I love about the Tower continuously showing up in the upright is the Tower is literally just at a standstill, right? They're not going to be able to cause this Tower for you. It's like a tower being frozen in time, you know. I just see a tower and then a winter, you know. Future energy, a major investment here. You building, growth, steady growth. The absence of fear. Boom. King of Discs, you getting that offer. Just like I said, guys, amidst someone trying to wound you here, stop you from getting it, you getting that job offer, you getting that stability that you're after. You've been building, you've been growing, and that's also coupled now with this relinquishment of fear or emotional control, right? You stripping yourself of any need for emotional control. whatsoever, or the stripping of, there's a detachment of emotion, especially from business. So this can also represent you, if something's going on that's too overly emotional in your business affairs, I see you very much so stepping away from that. Not being overly emotional, very much so understanding that this is business. It's not about how I feel. I'm going to go ahead and truck it and do a damn good job at it. Understanding that perspective, I don't need to bring emotions into this. I need to do this well, and I need to do it in a way that is going to grow, proceed to grow. And I've got to remove the emotional side out of it. I see you, because someone definitely could have been trying to get you riled up here. Like I said, I did see someone trying to trigger you. Especially after a couple of conversations, they felt that they found out what triggered you, or what maybe what you didn't want them to say or approach or come at you a certain type of way. But like I say, here you go getting it. Yeah, someone here definitely does not have control over you. Someone also could have taken some type of action in order to turn your boss against you, or turn someone in a position of power against you. That action was a major fail. And this was in an attempt, like I said, to get you to stop someone here from giving you an opportunity or taking a leap of faith or risk on you. Right, guys? Wanting you, this is all for you to get rejected or denied. Not going to happen. Someone definitely trying to see, you saw this, and like I say, that's because you mastered yourself, right? You saw that you need to, like I say, block your emotions out of a situation, especially at work, guys. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, you just silencing yourself, or like when somebody says something here that normally you would react to, you're not going to be reacting. Essentially playing chess, not checkers. And this is definitely going to prove savvy for you here, collective, because you're definitely going to be moving forward here. Yeah, there's a depth to emotion, like someone being able to trigger you or get you out of character. Somebody's going to be wounded too here, guys, or feeling like they lost. Because like I said, once you get this job or you get this opportunity, some of you could also be getting hired on. Somebody's going to be wounded over that, or feeling like they lost in some invisible battle. But they've been fighting with themselves anyway. Yeah. What am I saying, guys? They're going to be feeling like, wounded here because they were able to stop you from moving forward here with the Page of Wands in the reverse, because they were trying so hard to stop you. And then there we go with this regret, guys, right? There's also someone here wounded here in the future. Someone here that felt they had a lot of stability when they were with you. Maybe victimized you in some way here. Victimize you and still didn't want you to move on from them. And now there's regret here about that, though. Because there's something about them not being able to come back. The Knight of Wands plus the Page of Wands, or the Valet of Wands, that's the 10 of Wands. Someone regrets releasing you, putting you through struggle, putting you through stress. To the point where you have to actually release them, and to the point where they can no longer come back. Them not being able to come back in conjunction to the King of Discs represents stability and the loss of it. Also, the Nine of Wands could be speaking to someone being in a position of victimization. This could either be self-induced, or it could also be a situation where they have now become the victim. Whereas one was pretending to be a victim or claiming victim, they have now actually essentially become a victim. Also, in association to that, being next to the Valet of Wands in reverse represents a failed mission, a failed journey, a failed new beginning. Also, with the Valet of Wands, that is a denotion, a reduction of the Ace of Wands. So it was a perceived new journey or a good journey of fortune, good fortune, and it never was, and did not end up being. Someone regrets going. You have the Magician in the reverse. Now they can't manifest you back. Now, now they're so worried, so stressed about not being able to manifest you back here. So worried because now it's like see, you used to be interested in this person being loyal to you, right? You used to be interested in wanting to build a foundation with this person. You know, all of the what someone's not understanding is all the things you wanted. You know, you did want those things when you were with them, but they didn't want it. And now you don't want that. You know. Unfortunately, they do now. Right. But then we have to be very leery about that, right? Because we have that them wanting the stability, them yearning for the stability, while also sitting in the except they can't play victim anymore, even though they're still going to play victim. Right, guys? We already know that. But we have to understand too, they are actually, like I say, a victim of circumstances outside of you, right? Where they have now wounded themselves in some way, right? Essentially becoming a victim. Two of Cups. They're worried about if the two of you can get back together. That we have heartbreak here. Heartbreak Hotel, y'all. There's a tower. Unfortunate circumstances. Because see, there we go. There's the Two of Cups and the Three of Swords. That's always indicative to me that this person had a deep soul bond with you, and then in came a third party. Right, guys? Boom, there goes the tower. And then we also have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Unfortunate circumstances. See, like I said, you're in two totally different energies. You're doing great. This person is sitting in nothing but conflict. Fights, arguments, stress, anxiety. Yeah. And so they want you to make them feel good again. You and all your money and all your good energy and everything you worked hard for and hard to build. And now they want to fly in here so you can make them feel good. Wanting to cast an illusion. Yeah. See, but what this person is failing to understand is like, this is over. Like you being emotionally affected by this person or just even emotionally involved with them or, you know, loving them so deeply. And like you left that out in the cold here. Like this is over as far as you're concerned. The World card. Yeah. See, like I say, someone they're wanting to reconcile, but seemingly only for the reasons that they've always wanted. They haven't changed, right? From the person that they were that made you release them. Yeah, see, there. They want your attention for the Three of Cups, so that also they can get the good energy that you are getting, right? This is somebody who feels like they can get exponentially because of your energy, because they feel they can get from you and then also become more attractive to those around you. So they can get from them too, right? Or they can get attention from those people, right? Yeah, this is definitely somebody here who wants abundance off of being with you. And that's overall abundance. Because this is like somebody here, like I say, they're not just getting from you your resources, your time. They're actually this is somebody who, because you draw people to you, it's drawing people to them. And the type of people that you draw are typically people who are they feel they can get something from, right? Or they can mold into giving them something. Or they become attractive because they're with you, right, guys? So they essentially see or run into people they wouldn't even normally be in that circle, right, guys? If they weren't in your company, right? Because the people that they're hanging around, you would never be around. What's happening? Okay, guys, I am going to end the live at this time, guys. This has been the episode for the collective this evening. Choose this how to love yourself versus sin. Of course, never look back. Recognize today that you are definitely someone special and you deserve nothing but the very best in life, and you shall receive it as long as you truly believe. Guys, recognize this very moment that you are the spitting image of everything the divine saw for your life. You will recognize tonight that you alone are all you need to survive. In the depravity of needing, we would also have to understand that the color shades of a pixel perfect existence only resides in an expanse of consciousness, and a consciousness that has made us aware of the mercilessness that is required in order for us to fully accept the self and the definitive selves housed within. It would be this very hour that we would choose to see ourselves in the transiency of divine essence and the reciprocity of oneself given to the other. And when we enclose ourselves in the improbability of an inoperable sanity, we would understand that even through the gates and the chambers of depravity and the needing that the devil was so often trying to convince us we need, we recognize that we made it through. We also recognize that we arose this morning with enough tenacity and power within to keep going. There are several who did not. And so the mere fact that you're still breathing and inhaling and exhaling a breath is enough know and wisdom to recognize that you definitely are special. And you are a walking, breathing miracle in motion. And each day we get to take a breath as another opportunity for us to travail in power. For us to weep, not in pain, but in fortitude and in hope and in the decency of our own hearts. And with that being stated, guys, all my love to my babies. Love unlimited to my babies. I love you guys so much. Woo! Guys, and of course we can't forget. Bye for now. Hashtag T-Mobile. Guys, I'll see you on tomorrow. I may get back on for the Zodiac Reads. If I don't, I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye for now.